So technique of the week, we're gonna show you 3 different variations of an arm drag. I'm not gonna get too specific on all the setups that you can get off of the arm drag. This is just gonna be a simple idea from arm drag to back take, but I'm gonna just show you 3 different ways that I can manipulate and maneuver this arm, just kind of depending on what you wanna do. Now, for those that are inexperienced, again, with arm drags, I covered this a lot in our videos, right? We're gonna be hand fighting, collar tying, whatever the case is. At some point, I'm gonna get control of an arm. I tend to go for like a reverse grip from this case, right? So it's a little bit easier for me to maintain control of this arm. And then when I go for the arm drag, it's the idea that I'm feeding behind the tricep and I'm pulling this arm tight to my body, right? I don't necessarily want to just pull this arm straight across him. I'm essentially pulling this arm straight back. And then again, we have tons of setups. We can go single legs, ankle picks. For this particular one, we're looking to come all the way around and look to take the back. Now, here's the thing that people have to understand, which is why there's variation, right? Depending on circumstances, if this is sport, I clearly understand that this guy knows how to arm drag, or he understands what an arm drag is, which means I have a greater chance of, when I go to just do kind of like this wide arm drag, that there's a good chance that he's just gonna arm drag me right back, right? There's always going to be that risk. Compared to if I'm out in the street, there's a greater chance, like, yes, I may come across somebody that has experience and might re-drag you. Again, I don't know if I'm in a street fight, I have no idea what this guy's experience is, but I can get away in the street, most likely, kind of doing a big open arm drag, because they're less likely to know what to do. This in sport is gonna be very difficult for me to pull off because of the fact that, yes, I'm clearly aware that this guy's got experience. But nonetheless, if we're talking about the first arm drag, the first one, simple again. The first simple one is going to be more of your like dramatic, like I'm just going to kind of, I call it like an explosive arm drag, right? I'm just pulling this arm straight across as quickly as I can. And essentially what I'm looking to do is get him to take a big step so that I don't have to go chasing the back. This eliminates the ability or the chance of us kind of playing this ring around the rosy game, right? If I can get him to really step out, it makes the back take that much easier that I can just sink right into him, tie up, and we can kind of go from there. The setup is always going to be the same with these. I get behind the tricep. Instead of pulling it tight to my body like this, which I could do and I could kind of chase in with it, right? I'm going to pull it out more to, again, over exaggerate and get that step so that the back is right there for me. But understand, there is always going to be that risk that he arm drags you right back. That's always going to be the case when we are kind of just doing this big open arm drags, is the re-drag, right? So you just kind of have to be aware of it. But nonetheless, the first option, we're here, I get the drag, I pull all the way across, grab the hip, and right away we look to tie up and take the back from there. The second option and the second and third option are both a little bit more tactical, right? If you're here for self-defense, especially law enforcement, these are the 2 that you kind of want to resort to a little bit more. Or if you're just at a higher level of grappling and I want to reduce that chance of this person being able to re-drag me, I'm trying to close that window for them, these are your better options. So the second one that we have is I'm going to pull the arm almost to my chest at this point. But the difference is I'm going to take that same side leg that I'm pulling to, so it's going to be my opposite leg, and I'm going to step deep in between. And what this is going to do is, even if he goes to re-drag me, I've stepped in between his hips so he doesn't really have an ability to re-drag and get that angle because I'm blocking his ability to move. But I've also shut down his ability to really successfully arm drag back, because at this point my body is almost behind his elbow and tricep, so it makes it very difficult for him to be able to get a re-drag compared to if we're out here in the open, right? So again, from this one, I'm going to pull, I'm going to step right through. Now, I take my opposite hand, I'm going to reach for the waist on the far side, I'm going to take that same leg, and I'm going to kind of step around. And this one, again, because again, we're going from like a more tactical approach, I'm hugging the hips tight. I'm not giving him really any room, but if we turn this way just a little bit, I still need to get this other hand involved. So once we get this far hip grip, what I'm essentially going to do is I want you to pretend like you're starting a volleyball. I'm going to pull the arm straight up in the air and use that quick window to just shoot my arm across and secure body lock on the far side. And then from here, I can sink into them, or I can maneuver all the way around and I can look to take the back fully. So from the get-go, this way, right? I'm going to arm drag, I step deep, grab the hip, suck my hips in nice and tight, pull the arm up, and I secure the body lock from there. Third option that we have, this is one that we do teach a lot with law enforcement too. Again, if I'm out on the street, especially as a law enforcement officer, I have no idea what experience this person is, and the last thing I want to do is kind of do more of an open arm drag where they have a good chance of pulling me through, getting in my back, getting hands on my utility belt, whatever the case is. So this case, what I'm going to do is I'm actually pulling the arm straight to my center, but I'm also pulling it straight down. So again, if we're hand fighting, I get to the arm drag position, I'm starting to pull it out, but then I'm going to make a quick adjustment and just get heavy on that arm. Now I'm not looking to stay here. I'm going to look to get heavy on this arm, make it difficult for him to be able to really adjust, because in order for him to do anything, he has to first posture back up. Well, the moment I break this grip, now I'm going to continue holding out with the tricep and continue pulling this through as I reach around and I look to come up around the back. So Again, we're hand fighting, I arm drag, pull down, reach, and I look to come all the way around. If you want to add in like a more tactical element with this too, right? I can take my forehead and just drive my head right into his face. In the process, keep good heavy pressure because I can always transition this to like a 2-on-1, right? But if we're looking to take the back, I just use that as an opportunity to get around. So all in all, we got the three options, right? I've got a little bit more of like the explosive arm drag. I'm pulling them to get them to step, higher risk for them re-dragging you, but nonetheless, I can still take the back. I have the step through, grab, step around, pull up, I secure the body lock. Last but not least, I pull straight down, come around, and look to take the back as well. Give it a shot, stay safe.